Welcome to the AI for Oklahoma Classrooms podcast, a production of the Oklahoma State Department of Education's Office of AI and Digital Learning. I'm your host, Dr. Karen Leonard. I'm so glad you're here. We're starting this journey because we believe in the power of Oklahoma teachers. We know the passion you bring to your students, but we also know that Sunday night feeling, the mountain of grading, and the 3 different lesson plans you need for Monday morning. AI isn't here to replace the magic you bring to your classroom. It's here to be your ultimate teaching partner, helping you clear the busy work so you can get your weekends back and focus on what you love doing most, teaching. As we continue our journey, we're now focusing on how AI can act as your ultimate teaching partner. We know that for our science and career tech teachers, the magic happens during hands-on labs, but the administrative load of safety and logistics can be overwhelming. AI is here to be your lab assistant, helping you clear the paperwork so you can focus on the discovery happening at the lab tables. In our last episode, we looked at the word problem generator, exploring how to localize math concepts for Oklahoma students by connecting them to local industries like agriculture and energy. We talked about removing the barrier of boredom by making the work relevant to their own backyards. Today, we're moving into the lab. Whether you're a chemistry teacher, a shop instructor, or a primary teacher doing a simple kitchen science experiment, you know that the behind-the-scenes work, drafting safety contracts, equipment lists, and inventory logs, is what eats up your prep period. This is where your AI intern can handle the logistics without the administrative fatigue. Think of AI as a safety consultant who's read every manual. Instead of starting from a blank page, you can ask AI to draft experiment-specific safety protocols in seconds. You can use AI to create student-friendly agreements that highlight specific risks for the next day's lab, to list every beaker, stir rod, or safety goggle needed for a specific number of lab stations, or even ask for the correct standard-aligned way to dispose of specific materials used in your lesson. By offloading the initial drafting of these safety documents, you ensure your classroom stays secure without spending your entire evening on technical writing. Let's talk about the complexity of safety. It's not just about listing equipment. AI can act as a sophisticated risk evaluator. For instance, if you're teaching a physics class and plan to use low-voltage circuits, you can input the details of your setup, the voltage, the amperage, the specific wire gauge, and ask AI to flag potential hazards beyond just basic electrical shock, such as thermal risk or correct grounding procedure for your specific equipment model. For a chemistry lab involving dilution, AI doesn't just wear goggles. You can ask it to generate specific instructions on the order of combining chemicals. For example, always add acid to water slowly, never the reverse, ensuring compliance with protocols that prevent flash heating or splatter. It transforms the generic safety briefing into a procedure-specific, high-stakes checklist customized not just for the topic, but for the exact materials you have on hand. For a teacher in smaller districts, where you might be managing the entire science department's inventory on your own, this efficiency is vital. AI can help you organize your supplies by turning a messy list of items into a categorized inventory table. You could even ask AI to suggest low-cost alternatives for materials based on items commonly found in Oklahoma hardware or grocery stores. This rural advantage allows you to provide high-quality lab experiences for your students, regardless of your budget or building size. The inventory architect goes beyond simple categorization. Imagine you have a spreadsheet of chemicals that simply lists the name and the quantity. You can feed that list into AI and ask it to automatically flag any item with a shelf life nearing expiration or materials that require special storage like refrigeration or protection from light. This is critical for avoiding waste and ensuring material effectiveness, especially when budgets are tight. Furthermore, you can use AI to track consumption. By simply inputting a quick tally of materials used after each class, say 15 more grams of copper sulfate, the AI can maintain a running, real-time balance of your stock and even project when you'll need to reorder based on your curriculum pace. This proactive measurement prevents that stressful last-minute realization that you're missing a key ingredient the day before a major demonstration. So, in essence, we're turning the most tedious parts of lab management, the endless checklists, the detailed disposal requirements, and the complex inventory tracking, into a matter of mere minutes, leveraging AI's ability to process vast amounts of technical data instantly. This shift from administrator to educator is the true power we're unlocking for our science and career tech teachers. As always, the brain is the boss. AI can generate a safety list, but you're the expert who knows your students and your facility. You're the head chef who double checks every chemical reaction and every safety rule before that first Bunsen burner's lit. Use your digital intern to handle the logistics so you can be the moral navigator in the room, guiding your students through the process of scientific inquiry. At the end of every episode, we end with a tomorrow morning test. One specific, actionable AI win you can use in your classroom the very next day. I call this episode's test the Lab Logistics Draft. First of all, identify one lab or hands-on activity you have planned for the next week. Open a chatbot and type, "I'm an Oklahoma teacher and I'm doing a lab on," enter your topic, with your grade level. Draft a 5-point safety checklist for students and a list of required equipment for 10 lab stations. Then review the output, tweak it for your specific classroom needs, and print it out. You'll find that what used to take 20 minutes of manual typing now takes 2, giving you 18 minutes back in your life. Well, that's it for this episode. You're now using AI to manage your lab logistics with precision and ease. In our next episode, we'll dive into exploring how to generate tiered vocabulary lists on demand from any text. Thank you for joining me for this episode of AI for Oklahoma Classrooms, brought to you by the OSDE's Office of AI and Digital Learning. If you found today's episode helpful, please share it with a colleague who could use a little more time back in their day. Remember this: AI lightens the load. You bring the heart, the expertise, and make the impact in your classroom. See you next time.